Wait, I don't get it. I have a style that you don't like. Okay, the end. That doesn't.
Yeah, but it's you. The style is you being wrong about stuff. The style's about you doing wrong. Like, it's the same criticism. We're just gonna talk in circle again. Dude, do you feel like you radicalize your audience when you get stuff wrong on this sort of reporting?
Explain. I would love to hear what you mean.
So,
by
like,
this.
for instance, like, you and Ethan on like Israel, right? He's 100% seems like he sympathizes with the Palestinians, right?
Yeah, 100%. I agree
Comes
with
on
that.
stream, yeah, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But then when he goes ahead and he's like saying stuff like, dude, your whole chat's calling me racist. Your whole chat's calling me a genocidal freak, right? Are you going to do anything about that? You don't. And why they do that is because you said.
It's really interesting you said that. Do you think?
You won't let me finish.
Every single day up until that very moment. Every single day up until that very moment, I told my community. If you actually did watch beyond the clips, you would know that every single day, since the Leftovers broadcast, including the immediate aftermath of the Leftovers broadcast, the first time we talked at the Leftovers at the
Lunderbuck said that saying Hasan radicalizes his audience is a bit much. Do you agree? No, I don't agree. Hasan obviously radicalizes his audience. Everybody on this like far left spectrum is super radicalizing the audience. I think so.
Studio, I told my community that Ethan is sympathetic to Palestinians and that he is not your enemy. To yell at him in this situation would be fruitless, ridiculous. Plenty of people try to find drama.
The reason why your audience does it is because
hold on. You asked me what kind of community cultivation I engage in.
You didn't even know what I was going to ask because you cut me off.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what you did.
Okay, go ahead. I'm being very rude to my guest, by the way, but go on. I'm sorry, Felix.
Am I your guest? Who's your guest? All right, I was just saying, do you feel like you radicalize your audience because your audience calls Ethan racist, even though he's pro-Palestinian, right? And the reason why they do that is because whenever anybody just reports like a basic fact, like Israel likely didn't do the Gaza hospital bomb, right?
Wow, Juan Chavez, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships on YouTube chat.
Your response is to freak out and call that chatter genocidal and say that they hate all Arabs. So that's why they do. You feel like you're radicalizing them to do it. I mean, they do it for a reason.
Are you in your own assessment here taking things out of context over the course of an 8-hour broadcast where you think maybe
context. It's all in context.
No, you don't know the context.
You got to prove to me that
you can look at a banning that is occurring on a stream and not recognize that banning is happening because it might be a sock account. That banning might be happening because someone is bad faith. That banning might be happening because I'm sorry, we're talking about how I cultivate my community and how I moderate my community. How is telling you how I moderate my community irrelevant? Everything it seems that goes against whatever narrative you want to frame is irrelevant in your opinion. So yeah, no wonder you want me to just watch the YouTube video and sit in the goddamn shadows. Everything is irrelevant. You're asking me questions about how I operate. This is supposed to be your research. This is supposed to be your research, isn't it?
Hey, Matt.
Are you not supposed to be doing research right now on your subject matter? So what's irrelevant?
You're asking, hold on. I just said, are you radicalizing your audience? And then you went on a rant about sock accounts. That's not relevant.
No, because I'm talking about how I cultivate and how I moderate my community. The entire conversation is within the framework of how I moderate my community. And what I told you is you don't have any understanding of why I'm banning who, for what reason. You're just watching in small increments without recognizing that in a political...
want it to be that way. It's not. I have entire streams downloaded. It's your whole stream.
Okay, that still doesn't matter because you don't know why we make moderation decisions. That's why you were wrong on the shooting in Maine. That's why you were wrong on the Maine shooting too, because you can't comprehend what is going on behind the scenes.
Hasan is like strangleholding the narrative on these conversations. Jesus.
Why don't you ask me if I'm your subject matter here, which it seems you watch all the streams, instead of making up your own mind about how these streams go.
Just change the subject.
What?
I'm not changing the subject. You radicalize your audience, and Ethan's the example. Why are you going on about banning? Why you ban people? And making it sound so complicated.
Do you think I'm radicalizing my community against Ethan when I told you time and time again that I have kept my community in check over and over again?
I have to repeat what I say for a third time because it's very straightforward.
Brother, you ask me questions, I answer. You don't like the answer because it goes against your narrative that you're trying to fulfill, and then you go, "Oh, it's irrelevant." It's not irrelevant.
I'm answering you about A, and you give me number 3. It's like completely a different thing. I say, Hasan, let's do run, and you go, I swim. It's not relevant.
It is absolutely relevant. It's absolutely relevant. Do you not think that my moderation is what we're talking about? You literally brought up Ethan.
What we're talking about is you attack people that talk about the facts, right? Like you go ahead and you're a genocidal freak, blah 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 blah, or opinions. It could be facts or opinions, right? When it comes
do you know how many people we ban on a daily basis?
What does this have to do with?
Because you're not asking a question. You're just like ranting. Go on. Sorry. I'm sorry. Give me your...
All right, I'll keep the question.
Any idea why Hasan decides to debate Willie Mac impromptu out of nowhere when he seems to never engage with anyone who disagrees? Remember, the Hasan... This is like important to realize. The Hasan style of dealing with criticism is generally, the Hasan style of dealing with criticism is generally 20 fair criticisms in chat. You pick the most strawman chatter, and then you hone in on that, and then you spend the next 30 minutes pretending you're getting one guide, and everybody is making fun of Hasan, saying, oh, Hasan's getting one guide, Hasan's not getting one guide. It's super intentional what he does. What he does is he'll pick out the worst faith criticism that is applied to what he's saying, and he'll spend the next 30 minutes destroying that one person because it's obviously a stupid criticism, and he never will ever actually confront any of the valid or legitimate criticism about the way that he behaves. That is like modus operandi. That is exactly how he operates. So it's very intentional. I think the reason I said earlier, I think the reason why he's like looking to engage more with people outside now is because as his audience has been kind of like dwindling over the past like couple years, I think now he's feeling the pressure more that he has to respond to people on the outside, but he's still engaging in the same sort of tactic, right? Okay, people are mad at me about my Israeli-Palestinian coverage. Okay, well, if you want to have a serious debate about this, let's talk to WillyMacShow from YouTube about it, right? So what he can do is, hold on, Destiny, you never do this. You can pretend that I don't, but like I talk to more people that criticize me on the internet than probably literally any other streamer that's even remotely close to my size. So like good meme, but like, bro, I brought on everybody from academics to other YouTubers to other streamers to other subscribers to other orbiters that have permissions in my room to like everybody else. Like you can meme and pretend it, but like you're like, do I read comments on my in my subreddit when the strawman voice on? Yeah, sure, but
Question short.
Yeah.
When you criticize chatters by calling them genocidal freaks for having opinions that really are pretty nuanced,
oh,
right?
But anyway, yeah, so Willie Mac was supposed to be just the bottom of the barrel guy. So what he could do is he could debate Willie Mac, and then afterwards, Hasan can say, like, oh, people have accused me of being bad faith in my coverage, but I've already destroyed them. Look at my debate with Willie Mac. I annihilated him. He brought up the same 3 clips. That's the goal. That's like the purpose, I think, of this form of engagement.
Yeah.
When you criticize chatters by calling them genocidal freaks for having opinions that really are pretty nuanced, right, on a subject that is fairly nuanced, right? Why are you surprised, or you shouldn't be surprised that your chatters do that to Ethan? Like, you're the one that radicalized them into doing that. They're doing it to Ethan because you do it to everybody else.
If my word is so gold that a chatter is repeating what I'm saying in a moment's notice, then why are they not repeating what I'm saying or hearing what I'm saying, as a matter of fact, when I tell them over and over again every single day since Ethan and I had our leftovers broadcast that Ethan is actually an anti-Zionist, he's sympathetic to the Palestinian plight.
This is like so stupid. Hasan knows this isn't enough to control an audience. That if you tell somebody like, hey guys, this guy's my friend, and then you spend the next like 3 weeks like hardcore, hyper specifically on like every single thing this guy says and believes. And remember, even on the even when Hasan was specifically talking to Ethan about what Ethan was saying, Hasan specifically said to Ethan, remember what he said? Hasan said, bro, what did he say? I wish I had the exact clip. If somebody can find the link to this timestamp, it's so illuminating. It's crazy. Hasan is like, you're saying the same thing that all the Nazis and crazy evil people say, and that's why they hate you. It's because you're saying the exact same things that all these far-right super... Does anybody have a link to that? Because I don't want to misquote that. It was a pretty insane statement, and I don't want to get it slightly wrong. If anybody has the link to that part of the convo, it was a wild statement for him to make. After Ethan had spent like an hour... like looking for sympathy or support from Hasan. It was a wild statement. Oh, this was the clip for Hasan talking about Ethan.
By the way, I'm not even defending I'm not even like, I'm just trying to tell you guys how it feels. And I'm shocked that you don't care that people in your chat are saying, who the is this child, cold, arrogant,
Ethan, love you, but there's only so much I can do.
How can you be surprised when your Discord is literally full of
Ethan, I love you, but there's only so much I can do if you're making that argument. You know that, right? Like, at a certain point, you're an adult, and the words that you're saying are going to be perceived by people in a certain way.
I like how he's acting like Ethan hasn't even said that much wild about this. Like, Ethan has never made, like, crazy out-of-pocket statements, or at least I haven't heard any. It's such an unbelievable thing for Hasan to say. Like, Ethan is literally out here being like, maybe we should Palestinians, right?
Are going to be perceived by people in a certain way. I can't constantly tell my community to shut up, like, right, well, which I have, listen, and I think they should, but at the end of the day, it's because I know you personally, and I think your heart is in the right place, but they don't know, so it's hard for people to view what you're saying beyond your words. I'm just telling you the
perspective. You disagree, that's it. I mean, what do you want from me?
Okay, but do you get where I'm coming?
It's such a wild characterization. Jesus Christ. Sorry, okay. And true, this was a good juxtaposition. I don't have to watch this, but
I thought for the past year, especially since like the gambling debate that we had, you, me, Trainwrecks, and Ethan, that you were just allowing it to run rampant in your chat, and I thought that was...
Chat, guys, this is what a debate max win looks like, okay? I'm gonna say, okay? We're already on to Galatasaray. This is a argumentative max. Boom! Max, dude!
Especially as someone who thought we were friends. I think that's...
Everybody that links my video, why don't you ban them for doing that to Ethan?
Wait, what? We literally had Ethan as a blocked word for straight up weeks at a time.
You also have Destiny as a blocked word. Why do you think that matters? Like, he knows none of this is important. He's just trying to win the debate now by hoping that Willy doesn't know how stream chats operate.
Yeah, but why not fix the problem?
Oh, yeah, that. There's only so much I can do when you're making those types of arguments. Like, that is such an unhinged statement. Like, Ethan is just this... Hassan is like holding his fans at bay is like what he's pretending. Yeah.
The problem is they're calling him racist, not that
Wait. I just told you how I personally said time and time again, every single day, whenever a chatter tried to bring it up, whether they were drama farming or whether they were genuinely concerned with something that they misunderstood from Ethan's perspective. And even in that same conversation that I had with Ethan, that I believe that he's a very empathetic person, and that I believe that he cares about Palestinian people. As my co-host, I said this time and time again. Okay? Here's the question for you. Beyond that, what other mechanisms of control do you want me to bring forward?
Hasan is like asking, like, what is like a particular chat command that I can type into my chat to make them not believe all of the shit I reinforce every single day when I spew bullshit at them, saying that everybody that even remotely empathizes with Israel is a genocide apologizer, right? Like, I love it's such an impossible question. It's such a stupid question for him to even try to ask somebody, but he's only relying on WillyMacShow not having like a comprehensive nuanced understanding of how the cultures of chats work.
Or are you just engaging in bad faith? Because I do. And I did. Yes, I did. I told my own moderators, because you don't know this, again, after Ethan saw...
Your moderators are the one doing it, by the way. Like, your mods are...
Yeah, I went back and looked at what they had said as well, by the way, for the record. I know that you said this.
Okay.
I love that...
Oh, so you did watch my video.
No, I know that...
Oh, no.
What do you mean? No, I didn't watch your video at all. Why are you getting so excited? I'm saying
you just mentioned something. You said you saw
okay,
that.
my bad. I misspoke. I apologize. This is something that every single person has brought up in this.
He misspoke by quoting a part of the video at him. Debate alert engaged. Debate alert engaged. What?
Situation, including Ethan, even brought up. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, you got excited. Okay. Anyway.
No, I was pumped because I thought you were a secret Willy Mac fan.
No, I did not watch your video, and I most
likely
will
never
watch your videos. But anyway, listen. First of all, I'm not a journalist. I've never said I'm a journalist. When I talk about
you do reports from the ground, bro. That's what you said.
Wait, when I said I do reports from the ground, where is that from? Do you have a clip?
Yeah, it's before. It's why you said you wouldn't go on Piers Morgan.
Can you send me the clip? Because I think it's probably a miscommunication. Like,
wait, why does Hasan want a clip now, but he didn't want any of the clips or anything earlier? He just wanted it to be said to him.
I've never said I do on-the-ground reporting. If I said that, I probably misspoke.
I mean, it's more me being facetious, but if you want to watch it, we can watch it. Let's do it.
Oh, so you're admitting that you are lying and saying that I'm an on-the-ground reporter.
You just sit in your house. Everybody knows you don't actually report from the ground.
He should have said mansion to trigger more.
Yeah, which is why I would never say that. So I don't know why.
You did say that, though. That's what's funny.
I probably was talking about how I work with on-the-ground reporters.
Who the f*** you work with for on-the-ground report? What the f*** are you talking about? Like what? We've got Reuters Hasanabi network over here. What?
I don't personally engage in on-the-ground reporting, so it probably was a moment where I misspoke. I mean, me going live and giving you 10 hours of on-the-ground, 10 hours of reporting from the ground at a critical moment, at a critical time, versus not going live that day just so I can go on Piers Morgan and yell at him. I think it's selfish of me to take the Piers Morgan route.
This from the ground.
I've never said that I do on-the-ground reporting.
Yeah, I know. No, everyone knows you don't actually do on-the-ground reporting.
Wait, so why did you bring that up then?
I was just giving...
Wait,
oh
so
no, Willy couldn't find the clip in time.
I understand. So where is your supposedly quote-unquote journalistic integrity in this situation? So it's like...
So I mean, it's a video that's also entertaining, so sometimes I'm just making fun of you, and other times... It is actually a serious allegation.
All right, got it.
Yeah, I mean, you make
jokes
on stream. I mean,
yeah, I do. Which then you apparently, or if I misspeak, apparently you use it in your commentary as though it's like super serious. So anyway,
I didn't name one example that I did that.
I don't know. I don't watch your videos, so
yeah. So don't make it up. Here's a classic example.
Don't make it up. You just said I'm reporting on the ground when we both know I didn't.
Exactly right
and also on top of that, you literally started the conversation by saying you never apologized for being wrong about Russia invading Ukraine.
You usually double shift the goalpost is what you do.
That's what? That's not true. I literally said
that's just what we talked about for the last like hour, bro.
None of this was shifting the goalpost. You just don't like it. That's it. You want me to be wrong. That's it. You don't want you want me to be wrong. That's why you keep saying you shift the goalpost.
The question I asked you was, do you feel like your audience acts that way towards Ethan because you act like that towards everybody else? And you just go on about moderation.
Okay, if my audience is acting that way towards Ethan, okay, but
you feel like
but my audience, so they're getting their points from me. They're getting their anger from me. So why don't they hear me out when I talk about how Ethan is not someone that you should be yelling at all?
Having a different position has to be genocidal.
Oh, got it. So like they don't listen. So they don't listen to one thing. They listen to whatever favors your perspective in this matter, but they don't listen to the other thing when it doesn't favor you. Got it. So you get to pick and choose on what I get to do, or maybe let's be real. You're completely.
I like how you're saying that's so crazy. Like, oh, so you're saying they listen to me when I call people that say this particular line, genocide apologists, like 10 hours a day, but they don't listen to me when I say, hey, leave my friend alone a few times. You're saying that they listen to one more than the other? Yeah, no Sherlock Holmes.
As to how much I've talked to my own community about not yelling at Ethan and about how he's a good person, how he's an empathetic person, how he's a kind person, and he truly cares about Palestinian people. Maybe that has some.
You were kind of.
It doesn't go along with your narrative. My point is this.
From what I've seen, you were kind of bad faith in your debate with him. It wasn't exactly like a very nice debate you had.
God.
I can't wait to go watch it. I'm gonna go find out myself.
Okay. Well, have fun watching it. This was the most unproductive.
I know, because you're mad I disagree with
Piker pile equals listing random unrelated facts in an attempt to avoid answering a question.
you, and you're mad that
No, I'm not. I'm not mad that you disagree with me. Plenty of people disagree with me. I yell at my chat every day. There are people who disagree with me that have been in here for 5 years. Shut the up. No, that's not true. There's a difference between disagreements. There's a difference between disagreements and someone who is just trying to cut drama as hard as they can.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.